Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Nightmare Flight run. That was not exactly a great entrance. Let's just be straight up here. Say welcome, and then get hit in the face by bullets. That's normal. So, this is actually like the 4th time I've recorded Nightmare Flight, and let me tell you, shit ain't easy. Shit really is not easy. So the thing about Nightmare Flight is, eventually the flight mode is actually too slow to deal with like half of the things coming at me. And I'm actually pseudo-tempted to scrap it. Move this episode and, you know, maybe cobble together the previous episode. I don't even know. But essentially, Nightmare Flight is hard. Like, I did one practice run where I did fantastically well. That's because I got like 10 weapon mods right from the, like, inception of the run. And then after that, it was just kind of like a, not a joke, but like everything died. And in this case, I usually get to a point where there are those, like, you know how there are tanks and then there are the, like, smaller tanks that are really just, like, floating regular turrets? Well, those shoot faster than I can fly, which is a serious problem for me. And so last run, I was trying to do Egon's Pride. And just by the end of it, my commentary is just me going like, as I'm trying to dodge excessive amounts of bullets. It was not fun. Let's go through here, see if there's any secrets hiding on the outside of this little chamber. I've always been curious. The answer looks to be you. Probably should have checked the other one, too. Is this where I came through? Yep. I don't think there's going to be anything. I highly doubt it. But it's always worth checking, you know. So, as normal with a flight episode, I'm going to be cheating the crap out of it and floating all over the place. Because, why not? Let's see if I can find my level back. Or actually just go back through the purple teleporter, why not? Fly. There we go. I'm so glad that Joe fixed that, because I was kind of depressed to be a oh crap. So notice how these guys shoot really fast? It's kind of, I have to do my best simply to avoid just a couple of shots. Oh no. Okay, so I actually got stuck on the level architecture there. Just a little lip of the stairs was enough to immobilize me long enough for the 8-shotters, the 2 8-shotters directly behind me, to murder my face in. So you know what? I've been deleting the previous ones because it's like, I want to have a truly successful Nightmare Flight episode. And in reality, I don't think we're going to get there. I think this is going to be a bit of a let's fail. If you're familiar with Rooster Teeth, whenever they have an idea and it doesn't quite pan out, it's let's fail. So in this case, let's fail at the Nightmare Flight, because I desperately wanted this to be, you know, really successful, but just the speed and the power of all of the enemies is enough to just kind of wreck my face. And, like, I've tried. This is, I think, Nightmare Flight attempt number 8. Something like that, and at this point it's just like, I don't even, like, I'll try. This time I'm going with the Constellation Charger. First couple times first time was with the Hedgehog Launcher. That was a shit show. Then was with the, with Saw-Blade Launcher, which was also a shit show. And then Egon's Pride, which was less of a shit show, but still painful. I'm trying to see if there are any other secrets here, but I don't think there are. Let's head for the door. Anyway, so I think this is going to be my last ditch effort, and if it fails, well, I'll just try one more time with, like, Hedgehog Launcher. I get the feeling I was just in this room repeatedly. But if you notice, like, these guys shoot really fast, and the Nightmare, like, the flight is just kind of slow and ponderous. Maybe there is a, maybe there's actually a code to increase my speed. I'll actually have to test that for a second. So you know what? Yeah, got stuck on the same level architecture that murdered me the last round through. So first I'm going to pick up all this crap, because useful. And then I'm going to mess with the console just for a little bit, and if I find out how to increase my speed manually, then I will tell you. And if not, then I'm just going to weep a little bit silently for this run, because ouch pain. Anyway, see you guys in a bit. Wow! Okay, so, hey everyone, and welcome back. So, I figured out a couple of things. And I think that might be a little too high for me. I think I figured it out. So this is not going to be the Nightmare Flight episode. This is going to be the episode where I fly like a maniac. Nope. This is gonna hurt. Or not. There we go. There we go. So, I managed to increase my speed to, like, 13,000. Which, obviously, diminishing returns. But you know what? I guess this is going to be the Quicksilver run, not the Nightmare Flight run. And, holy crap, is this actually kind of fun. It's very twitchy. I'm kind of concerned for our survival, but at the same time, good enough for me. Because this is kind of hilarious. We're definitely going to have less trouble dodging than we were with the Nightmare Flight. And to me, that is, I guess, in a word, this is going to be better. This is going to be so much better. Because Nightmare Flight was not working out for us. But, like, this way I can duck and weave, and I'd move like a insane little leprechaun person. I don't even know words. But still, awesome. Really enjoying this. Let's go fight the boss. Because it seems like I have a fair amount of acceleration. Who are we going to fight? Mama Spinbot. Oh. Probably should... What? Okay, so apparently I don't take fall damage. Or something. Because, I fell all the way down. Maybe it was just, like, pure luck. But maybe not. We will see. Oh. Don't want to run into that mess. Okay, so we're ground-bound, but this is a hell of a lot better than the previous couple of runs where I've been fighting Mama Spinbot and just had serious troubles with her doing, like, everything to me. But, holy crap, this is so much more effective. I'm seriously enjoying this. Okay, so, Nightmare Speed. Highway of the Devil? I don't even know. Stuck underneath the spiky ball. Worst position to be in ever, probably. Debatably, but hopefully Mama Spinbot will give me enough health to get back up. And if not, well, is life. That was awesome. This is awesome. Definitely have to worry about things on the ground. I really hope we don't run into... Portable Orbital Laser. I really hope we don't run into the Egg Scrambler on Logistics, because that would be very unfortunate. Anyway, I'm really enjoying this, like, serious level of speed. I think it's kind of based on acceleration after a certain point, and it's obvious there are diminishing returns, but this is far faster than, you know, you're normally able to go, and that's okay by me. Like, look at this. I'm just, like, blitzing across. So it's definitely acceleration-based, because after a certain point, well, like, you start kind of reasonably slow, and then you start getting really fast, which is awesome. I really enjoy this. Now, our chances of survival are incredibly low. Mainly because if we fight them all, we're going to have some serious troubles here. That said, I'm willing to deal with it. Now, one thing I've kind of talked about a little bit. I might have actually talked about this a lot, but I was thinking about this game and The Binding of Isaac. Because Binding of Isaac and this game, well, I would say they're probably like two sides of the roguelike coin. Let's get it. Maybe we don't even take falling damage. Hard to say. Anyway, so, you know, two sides of the roguelike coin. This one is a little bit more, maybe removed from the roguelike, like, base. Just because it's a first-person shooter, at least Binding of Isaac is, you know, fairly... I'm not going to say basic, it's just, it follows the original roguelike style a little bit more. That said, I would say both have their merits in a lot of ways, but I think my problem with Binding of Isaac is largely space. You don't have a whole lot of space in Binding of Isaac. Well, that's freaky and scary. Portable Orbital Laser, not nearly as effective as I thought it was going to be. I was really hoping it would just kind of, like, rip through everything as some kind of, like, super nuke. Not the case. Okay, so we've got... okay. Well, we're going on adventures. The one problem with speed at this speed specifically is careening. We're going to careen like crazy, but it's going to allow us to dodge like half of everything, except for area of effects and spiky balls, which are going to be a concern for me, but not too big of one. This room, I was a little apprehensive about going into the Gearworks, but I think this is going to work out well for us. Probably. As long as I don't get hit by that super cannon up above, I think we're going to be okay. And the portable orbital laser, actually pretty effective for us. Very good. Okay, so we're maintaining health. We're almost level 5. We've got a bunch of twerps, but the twerps aren't as threatening. The Constellation Charger really rips through them. And that's good, because they can't do the like wiggly little dodge thing. That's perfect. And again, I'm pushing my theory that certain guns have certain like passive differences. So in this case, I still highly believe that, you know, the Constellation Charger gives me more armor than any other weapon, potentially. Maybe the Kegerator? Anyway, might pick up. That's going to be really useful for us. Now, that didn't work. I have to get up above quick, because that will happen. Okay, we've got saw blades, but they're not too concerning. Oh, I missed with the portable orbital laser, but that's fine. Oh, we're falling back down again. Again, fine. Not actually a big deal. Very much like to... maybe... okay. These guys hit hard, though. Like, we're definitely hurting, we're just not hurting as much as we could be. And I'm forgetting to dodge, I'm trying to hit them. Okay, so we're not in as good of a position as I was alluding to. I think that's largely because I was trying to stand still to... holy shit. Trying to stand still to kill things. Now, let's take a... oh, wow. He went down. Please drop most of your pickups for me. Nope, he did not. Well, he kind of did, but not as much as I would like. That's okay. Because I am one speedy little sucker right now. And that's perfect, because we've got... Is that the last one? I think that's the last one. Good. I'd really like to get my health back, but we're not in a bad position. Now, I'm still trying to figure out if I take fall damage from anything. It does not seem the case, but I haven't tested it too much, and I don't really want to test it too hard. So now we've gotten to the point where... oh, shoot. That's not what I want to do. Well, let's see if I take fall damage. I do take fall damage. I went up to walk and was like, oh, you know, this is how I fly. And the answer is no, Wander. You're dumb. Oh. That was really bad. That was really bad on my part. Hopefully we'll be able to recover, at least a little bit. I have half a mind to turn on God mode just for a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure I want to. And you know what? If we do die, that's okay. We've died in the name of a very interesting run. So I've proven at this point that speed does not affect flight in the slightest. Flight has its set speed of its own, and unless there's like some other variable that I don't know about, some other command that I don't know about, there's going to be no way for me to modify the speed at which we move around. Not the end of the world, but still concerning. Okay. Oh. I was like, I think we're safe here. I don't see any other enemies. Surprise! So this is actually going to be kind of good for us. Hopefully these guys will drop some upgrades. A what? Well, that was my mistake, but honestly, look at that run. We barely got anything. Let's try again. So, not my proudest achievement. I definitely kind of screwed up a couple of things there. Standing too still was a mistake. Set speed 1000, set jump Z 15,000, turn on fly just so it's ease of access, and then walk. Okay, so we should be just as fast as we were. Oh, it's 130,000, not 13,000. Now, no secret up there, so I can not take my sweet time, but blitz my way around the corners here and actually get something good. So this is going to be the last go at Nightmare Flight, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I'm tempted to mess with gravity, too. Nope. Gravity. I don't know. 1? What does 1 do? Hilarious. Not so good. Interesting question of what is normal gravity? Not that. 100? This is going to be embarrassing if I can't actually get the gravity to go back to being normal. I guess this is one way to do Nightmare Flight. but I would very much like to touch the ground occasionally. Set gravity. Oh, it's like 800, isn't it? No? It must be in the negatives. Because at this point, I'm flying up in the sky. -1? -100? Oh, that didn't work. -10. -100. So, if you wanted a primer on how the... I guess it's got to be like -800 or something like that. Not -8,000. Let's make it -500. That's probably a good point. So this has, I guess, been a primer in how the console kind of works. There aren't a whole lot of commands for it, but... you know, what commands there are can lead to some interesting results. We're probably going to die here. I'm half tempted to just reset, because the whole, like, weird floaty element of the gravity is probably going to kill us. Yep, there we go. Well, we're going to reset anyway, and I'm going to learn my lesson not to mess with gravity. Okay, so, final try, less dicking around with gravity, because you don't want to mess with gravity. That's how, you know, the moon shoots off into the sun, and then Earth is, you know, awash in title-based terror and rage. Let's get our stuff back. Set speed 10,000. I wish you could do Control A. So fly and walk. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be fast. We can jump a fair amount. But things are going to behave as normal. I was hoping I could turn down gravity just so I could get my hands on... just so I wouldn't have to worry about fall damage, but it looks like I'd have to do I'd have to do a lift ticket run for that, and this is going to be nightmare mode, because, I don't know, why not? Alright, let's head for the door, and just kind of accept our fate, whatever we come into. No more screwing around. This is no more Nice Wander, as in, Wander wants to move on to greener pastures and more normal runs, because at this point it's a little outside of my comfort zone, and at the same time, kind of crazy. I'm enjoying it, for sure, but this is kind of nonsense. I'm trying to remember if there's a secret area here. If there is, I don't remember where it is. Oh, it's up here. I tried this before, and it told me there was I found a secret area. Maybe not today, though. This is just bad level architecture. Oh well. Gonna look around just for a second more. Maybe there's something in this weirdo smokestack. That would actually seem kind of plausible. So I don't know anywhere else it would be. Ghost, where'd you go? Whatever, I'll just ghost it this way. Anything in here? The answer seems to be a big fat no. Well, that's okay. I was just really hoping after... Oh. I was really hoping after the last run that we'd... Or the last couple runs that we get some, like, really nice pickups straight from the start. And the answer seems to be not the case. But that's okay. I'm just going to, like, run all over the place shooting. And hope that the saw blade launchers don't hit me, because... if I can survive long enough to get all those pickups, we're going to be in a fantastic place. We don't really do any damage, and that's a problem. But if I can take out that one, then we'll at least be able to survive here, get all of our health back. Holy crap, there's a lot of shit here. A lot more saw blade launchers. Saw blade launchers are one of the most dangerous things to us in this situation, because let's face it, they attack very quickly, as in their shots fly very fast, enough to be a threat to our speed. Oh, come on, don't get hit by any bullets here, Wander. Not proud of that, not proud of pretty much any of that, but at the same time, it worked. Messy, but it worked. I'd very much like to be able to get a little bit more weapon level than I thought. You know, I saw that, like, huge bounty there, and I was like, oh, we're set. And the saw blade launchers managed to kind of take it away from me. Well, that's okay. At this point, we're in the clear. We're mostly full health, almost weapon level 4, and should have significantly less trouble-ish. I also see... Oops. I see what I believe to be an extra jump. I'd love to be able to get it right now, but... well, this kind of is the Nightmare Flight episode. Whatever. At this point, I've cheated so hard I don't even care what I'm doing. It's just like, well, you know what? Stuff. Anyway, there's a health pickup, a health increase, health pickup, extra jump somewhere. There it is. Yeah. Okay, and some kind of mystery box, and we've got more than enough money for everything, because Nightmare Mode is very gracious with its funding. So we've got an extra jump that's going to be really helpful for when we're, you know, back and grounded-ish. That's going to let us shoot all over the place, and hopefully get past things. That's a mystery box. I think I'm going to skip it for today. There's nothing worse than getting a really bad hand with a mystery box on Nightmare Mode. Oh, come on. I thought I was above the platform, and then it won't... I really wish the, like, command box maybe disappeared after you put in a command. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess it's just in that situation. Could have actually taken some fall damage, and that would have been really embarrassing. Longhorn. Oh, this is probably the best situation to be fighting the Longhorn in. Unfortunately, we still don't stray fast enough to get behind him, which is kind of frustrating because I would love to see what the Longhorn looks like from the backside. I think he's one of the only bosses that, you know, isn't directionally, well, isn't like across the board just the same appearance. Like Dr. Turret rotates all the time. I guess Grandpa Napoleon, I would argue, is equally kind of a mystery in that regard. Okay, we've got pretty much all of our health back. That's good. We've got a lot of spin bots to contend with, but they're not nearly as threatening when you're moving at, like, light speed. And there we go. Okay. So, health, weapon tokens, and is that a Twerp Totem? Actually going to be really useful, potentially. You guys saw the last run where, you know, the Twerps were doing, like, half of the damage to me. Okay, so we're almost up to weapon level 5, full health. Getting another health pickup. We've got 2 jumps. This is a very good position to be in. Also, careen all over the place. You'd think with the speed I'd be able to clear levels faster. Anyway, we're going into the gearworks. Bit of a concern, but maybe not. I don't know. With this level of speed, Foundry could be equally dangerous for me just running into the lava by accident. And this way, we're probably going to be able to put our Twerp Totem to pretty good use, because Twerps, I think, are more common on the gearworks. Okay, speaking of. So we've got a big wall of Saw Blade launchers and a bunch of Twerps. I think that's a good opportunity. Okay, so we've got, I believe, to be an 8-shotter somewhere above us. Yep, there it is. But not as concerning as Saw Blades. So now, yeah, that worked out pretty well for us. Okay, let's grab the rewards, because there are many. And I'm very happy for it. So, managed to get through there without taking any damage. Very happy about that. And let's get up top, because I saw the Saw Blades and I'm like, this is going to be a problem for us. And the answer is, it wasn't. Oh, come on. I got kind of jammed in between the gears. Never been up here. Does not look like there's actually anything up here either. Like, it looks like you could keep going up-ish, but the answer is no. Wow. That's kind of insulting. I've always sworn that this would have, like, a secret area if I could ever get up here. The answer is, it doesn't. Maybe if I mash myself on the walls here. Should probably just turn on Ghost and go looking. But that would be pointless. There's nothing here. That's mean. Anyway, let's turn Walk back on and go over the next room. Oh, it's this room. Man, I love how fast I careen. Still a concern, because, you know, I can get hit by stuff, but, oh, look at those Twerps. Something's exploding, so there's got to be some kind of super cannon up above. So, I got to be wary about that. But mostly, I want to get the Twerp Totem mostly charged, because if I can get that up, that takes out, like, a huge... Oh, I see, the Twerps aren't even going for the damage right now, which is great. Twerps, thank you. Okay, so we've got something up above that's shooting kind of all hell. We've got spiky balls, which I'd like to avoid getting hit by. I thought I killed all the Twerps. Guess not. Okay, so what is shooting over here? We're very injured, by the way. Not a happy situation being. Hopefully these guys will be enough to kind of make up for it. If not, I don't even know. Okay. Ooh, Saw Blades. Gotta be aware of those two, apparently. And more twerps. I'd swear the twerp... I guess they must have spawned after the twerp totem did his thing. Armor. Oh, that's going to be so useful. Stop wiggling. There we go. So we're back up to full-ish health. And now I'm going to turn on Fly. Because I think Fly is going to be more advantageous for us here. Because we've got a lot of Scary. Oh, that's what's shooting. Is one of these guys. But considering we don't have any of the floating tanks, I don't have to be as worried about flight mode. Because I don't think I filmed it. I was, like I've stated in the past, or at least kind of the beginning of this run, I filmed this a number of times. Or probably should have saved that. It was frustrating me. We'll see how badly that sets us back. What happens if I pick up another health pickup? Chances are nothing, but at the same time, possibly something. Anyway, come on, money. The health pickup's gone, and there's gotta be one more. There you are. One more spiky ball launcher. A health upgrade, that's gonna be really useful. And yeah, I want to get this little health token too. Okay, so bunch of blue EXP, that's gonna set us back slightly in the green as far as damage goes. If I could get a blue EXP plus thing, that'd be a really good situation to be in. There's a speed upgrade over there, but I'm gonna call that pointless. Largely because we already move fast enough any faster than this, and we're probably gonna die. Actually, no, I think it would cap out and or reset, all of which would be, well, I mean, capping out wouldn't be terrible. Might as well save our money, though. And resetting it down to, like, 28 would be positively disastrous-ish. Now let's go through here. This can be a good room, can be a very bad room. Kind of largely depends what's over here. So it looks like a bunch of spiky balls. Gotta be wary of them. But most of all, spin bots. Spin bots are terrifying. Unfortunately, these, like, rotatey turrets are tough as nails on Nightmare mode. Well, there goes one. And two. Now let's get across. What I would do for some magnetism right now. Magnetism would be maybe not a godsend, but man, it would be useful. Okay, so there they are. Gotta be a little careful here because we've got a limited amount of health. And what my hope is that I can kind of use cover to take out some of them. Because unfortunately we've got that super cannon too. And the super cannon would wreck our shit if we got in the way. So this is probably the best. The one downside of the Constellation Charger is it does not shoot straight. Luckily, the shots are enough to deflect the spiky balls from getting close to me, so I can kind of take my sweet time shooting them. Ish. Too many shooting at me, we're gonna have a problem, but I think we're okay. Because, yeah, this worked. Spiky balls were definitely concerned though. Die. There we go. It did. Don't want that near me though. And all we have left is this guy. Hopefully nobody else is going to spawn up until we get to the second part up here. At which point I can probably just retreat back down and hope for the best. Ish. More or less just hide until, you know, things kind of calm down up there. Or at least spawn to the point where we know how to deal with them. Of course, things are never how we want them to be. Okay. So we've got homing purple crap. That was a very bad situation to be in, but you know what? That is life. So we had homing purple crap and a bunch of super cannons. Not my proudest set of runs, but like honestly, I've had far more effective runs on normal mode as far as drops go. I've had far more effective runs on nightmare mode as far as drops go. Like one of those health pickups was normal, one extra jump fine, armor was nice, and 2 health. And the Torp Totem. No might, no more jumps, no more speed. It's hard. So I think if I want to do Nightmare mode, I'm actually just going to go back to playing Nightmare mode normally, because I think any other way is just going to end up in kind of abject failure and pain, even though Nightmare mode usually ends up that way anyway. So this has been a very interesting Nightmare Flight episode. It was not nearly as fun or exciting as I thought it was going to be, but you know what, that's okay. So, I will see you guys on the next episode of Tower of Guns, and as always, thanks for watching. And I'll probably do another speed run at some point, but probably not on Nightmare mode, because I think that usually just ends up in failure anyway. So, See you guys then.